What do you hate about skateboarding?
That's a great question for this guy.
Do I seem like I hate a lot of things?
No. I'm just curious.
You don't like.
What do you hate?
Things you don't like.
No, I'm just
What bothers
curious.
you?
I want you guys to answer it too.
For me, it's just like people
hard
just
flips.
being really judgmental before they know anything about something.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all guilty of that, I think, to a certain degree.
I wish when you're going into skateboarding as a skateboarder that you know what you're signing up for. You
See,
know what
that's
I mean?
where that education thing I was telling could help, you know?
No, but like
Give Kelly a
But if you're
handbook.
like a 12-year-old kid getting a skateboard for the first time, you have no idea what road you just like.
No. I'm talking about like getting sponsored and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Of what comes along with that responsibility,
Yeah.
and that sometimes I wish they knew or a kid knew or whoever it is.
Yeah, that's why you need to have mentors.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're just aimlessly going. Yeah, you might be a great skateboarder, but it's good to know. Hey,
This is what's expected.
Well, it's
of you.
maybe the little things too. Like, hey, I'm getting paid now. Well, save some money. You have to pay taxes. You're an independent contractor. Stuff like that. You're never
Save a
told.
third of your income.
You're never told. You know. So
100%.
that's some stuff that,
that's stuff they don't even tell you in school.
of course.
That's crazy.
Well, that's
They don't want
another
to.
thing.
I never even heard of independent
No,
contractors.
100%.
I was like, what?
No, I had to learn. You have to learn everything, and it's like, okay, we're not equipped for this at all. You know, especially in the world we're in, which is like kind of like go do your thing,
Free for all.
freelance,
Yeah.
free for all, yeah.
Sure.
I mean, definitely the thing about skating is it's. I'm trying to think of something good to hate. You know,
Not hate, okay, but maybe just
Something
Something you
good
just
to
like.
hate.
yeah, just
Some
know.
place that needs improvement.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
yeah. No, in the beginning, I was bummed on skating because it was a little too closed, and it was like I felt really like an outsider. You know, like even going to the. This is gonna sound silly now, but going to the trade show and kind of being this like New Yorker Asian kid, I was kind of like intimidated because it's all these like, you know, all over like fucking heshy dudes from Venice Beach, you know, and they'd all have their cliques and all that.
Sure.
And now it kind of almost feels silly because how diverse skating is with like everyone having their own thing. But back then I was definitely like, fuck this kind of like jock fest, you know?
Interesting.
And thankfully skating has changed a lot, you know, since then. And in some ways it's become more watered down, but there's still those pockets. You just kind of have to find them.
And I feel like skaters now appreciate all types of different skating.
Yeah.
Like knowing like Bobby Puleo loves like 80s vert skating. Like
Right.
it's insane to me.
Right.
You know, like
yeah.
Well, back then there was only one portal you could go through to come
Right.
up in skating. You had to go to the ASR. You had to work your way through there. You couldn't just be at home and start your own YouTube channel or fucking blog. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just like so much more stuff now, but yeah, it's more inclusive sometimes. It's just more inclusive, and I think I feel more at home now, and maybe that's just growing into yourself too.
Yeah.
When you're in the
I was
early
gonna
20s,
say it's kind of maybe a personal thing.
It
you
might
know,
be because like I talk with skaters now, and a lot of them feel that way too. And I'm like, dude, you're in it. Like everyone likes you. You're cool. Like don't worry about it.
just don't blow it.
Yeah, just don't blow it. Right.
Sure.
Yeah, and also I kind of I talked about this, but just having more support for the skaters themselves.
Right.
It's just heartbreaking to see someone be kind of worse off than a 16-year-old when they're 35.
It's crazy.
You know, like they're like, what do I do? And they can bear like their communication's like poor and all that stuff, and you kind of it's limiting.
Skill sets.
Yeah.
No skill sets.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, besides skating, and it's
Right.
it'd be cool to have some more paths for those people.
Yeah.
Also, and
But
as
it's like
you said,
skateboarding like grabs these kids when they're young, like just sponsored wise, whatever.
Right.
Like
Quit school.
yeah, like
Let
from
them
like
quit school?
16 to like 20, that's your window.
right.
And then they'll grab you, take you all around the world, whatever. But they're not teaching you shit. They're not preparing you for like
Yeah.
afterwards.
It's
That's-
actually like a
yeah.
crutch because you don't do any of the booking, negotiations, travel.
Yeah.
I mean, you do negotiations.
talked
for
about it
stuff.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
you
even know
don't
how to
know.
book a vacation right now.
Yeah. It's just a different world.
Yeah.
When you have a mom or dad looking after you and doing it all for you. You know.
sometimes soccer mom soccer dad can be really bad for a kid.
Yeah.
And sometimes they can be really good if they're depending on how they let the kid deal with it. You know what I mean?
How supportive they
but
are.
yet they have to. I feel like the parents, to all the parents right now with the kids growing up.
Oh yeah, take it from Kelly, a single guy.
Hey, no,
Yeah,
dude. I was a team manager.
Oh yeah, true.
I will say this: let the kid do his thing and let him do what he wants, and then guide him and give him advice on how to deal with situations. But don't speak louder than the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
how do
it's-
my kids get sponsored? How do they turn pro? And my answer is always like, well, do they love it? Like, let them love it.
Yeah.
Don't hinder their path by forcing stuff on them.
Yeah, and
you
if
know?
they even do you want to do that? Do they want to do that?
Right. Let little Johnny discover this whole world for themselves, just like every other skater has before.
And help them out along the way.
We could talk about the skate industry forever. I don't think it ever ends. But and the question is there a right way or a wrong way? You know what I mean? Like it's.
Is it right for you?
It's tough. It's an interesting industry to say the least.
What hurdles you guys have now, like 3.5 years in, that you're not like you're trying to figure out at the moment?
Bring in extra help.
I would just say our time.
Yeah.
Our time building this thing up. And having it just myself and Roger doing the back end of it, editing fucking websites. I mean, every little thing, all of our time is taken up.
Yeah, we now needed to build a team.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, are we going to build a team now and go into 2021 on a different level? Or are we just going to stay the same, do the same shit, and then 2021 just still remain on that same shit path?
Yeah, it's super hard because
we want to grow, we want to evolve.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, it works to some degree, but then people start to tune out too. At X amount of years.
Well, you got to have it fresh and new. And, it's like I say with the experience show all the time, like we haven't even hit our stride yet.
Yeah.
We have so much that we want to do, bandwidth.
Yeah,
we don't have it.
That's where you have the most opportunity for sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys worry about running out of guests or no?
No.
There's so many cool skateboarders.
You could name 10 people right now that we haven't been on the show, and that's 10 weeks.
Yeah.
So
that's a while.
I personally think it's crazy, just in general, that we've had over 3.5 years. There's always someone, they come to here and they sit down. For 3.5 years, to get someone to come to one place is pretty insane.
And we've only taken 3 days off.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you guys are psychos.
I know. I know. We're out of our minds. But you know what, though? We have fun doing it. People enjoy it, and it drives us, If you're having fun doing something, we're not working, Yeah, at times, I'm sure you go through the same stuff where you fucking hate it, and you question yourself.
Right.
Why am I doing
that?
Why am I doing this?
That happens all the time. But for anyone, anything. Skaters,
Of course.
I will say that us as skateboarders, we have built our businesses the same way as we started skating.
Yeah.
I like the way that you said, like, who sponsored you first?
Yeah.
I literally meant that because that's kind of the way I looked at you as a skateboarder coming up, doing your thing as a website.
Yeah.
We did the same thing for nightclub.
Everything. It's funny because the evolution was, it's unblemished. It's like as you saw it, it's like a little, there was no pre-planning. You're kind of seeing it unfold live. It's almost like reality TV building a business.
Because you want to do it because you just want, you love it.
Right.
And it just grow into something.
Yeah.
Well, that's one reason why we started the 9 Club Experience show is because for me, I love sitting down talking to people. I feel like I could sit down and talk to anybody, whether it's an actor, a YouTuber, a skater, a fucking football player, whatever. But
Bed Bath & Beyond.
But somebody at Bed Bath & Beyond could sit down there. But at the end of the day, I want to get creative.
Yeah.
I want to let the creative juices flow and come up with ideas and insert segments and do fun shit. And that's why we started the 9 Club Experience and having guests back and just doing fun shit. And we just don't have time, and we need to build a team.
I told you earlier, I was like, when you guys started the experience, I was like, these guys they're biting off more than they can chew.
Totally.
I was like, I know how much work it is to do.
It's true.
Do something consistent and then do it twice.
Yeah.
I'm like, but it was cool. You took the risk on doing the dollar episodes in the beginning,
right?
Because
that killed me.
In what way?
Oh well, I'm telling you, if somebody is spending money that they work hard for, I want to give them something phenomenal that they can enjoy.
I agree.
That is worth their $1. It's $1, whatever. Coffee costs more than that.
Coffee costs a lot more than that.
So
Starbucks just went up 20 cents.
And it drove me fucking nuts that we didn't have the time or the energy or the bandwidth to produce that type of content. So eventually we were just like, fuck it, dude. We need to just do this for free and not and lower that.
I'm thinking about. I'm sorry. You're thinking about $1. It's like you go to the 99-cent store, you get like toilet paper there. It's like the worst toilet paper of all time.
Yeah, I was almost gonna say you're shooting yourself in the foot by doing $1.
Yeah.
Like just go straight to 5 or 10.
I swear. Yeah.
Fuck it. $1.
Yeah, but you want to still like.
It's not even worth the hassle to put in your Venmo account.
What do you pay for $1 that you get that you're like, fuck yeah, I paid for $1 for this?
And you need so many subscribers to make any money.
Crazy.
We had 200 people pay. Oh, how much you make? $200 bucks.
Yeah.
Dude, when we started the experience, like doing it for 99 cents or whatever, like we only got like 1,000 views.
Yeah.
And now like we're getting like 50,000 views.
So now paywall it, baby.
No, but that's the thing too.
Charge them up.
And the thing that you have to realize realize, and when you take a step back and look at it, what's going to benefit us in the long run is actually having it for free, and the views and the subscribers and all this other stuff. Right now we're in a era of like subscribers is like currency almost, you know?
Yeah, it's like attention.
And that's going to benefit us in the long run is having these views and all that stuff.
And that's by getting rid of that paywall. Now a lot of brands want to fuck with us because like we're not hiding that content behind some sort of paywall.
Right. Until you get like to a mass level, you should just go, I believe you should go free.
Yeah.
Like until you're Howard Stern and you can get away with that. Right. And even I think that's like, it's poor because he's alienating. Like he just interviewed Hillary Clinton, right?
Yep.
They put that out without a paywall, almost I feel like to flex and show like, hey, we're still out here.
Totally.
Because they become irrelevant when it's stuck in this little zone.
Oh yeah,
you know,
definitely. So yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you try stuff, you live and you learn, and you know, it just at the end of the day, it was killing me. I was literally gonna have a heart attack.
He was physically sick.
Well,
I made myself sick from like being bummed on shit.
It was tough.
Where I'm like, if one person is like feels like they got ripped off because the product or whatever, we sent them a t-shirt or something, I get bummed.
Right.
Like, damn, that fucking person, you know,
the
like
fucking mug broke when I sent it to him.
Exactly.
God damn it,
That's
you know.
just post office fault.
Right.
Well, it's kind of like the ETN thing. Like people were, we got this new thing and have subscribed to it.
But they didn't have any content.
But they didn't know what they were even putting out.
Well, they kind of blew it where you can't start a thing without like
having a plan.
Anything.
That goes back to like you when you're starting your thing, like you wanted to make sure you had a library there.
Right. Like I didn't want to be stuck with my pants down.
Yeah.
You know, not in that situation at least. Like, maybe in others. No.
But for us, YouTube is a great platform. You know, they offer a lot of opportunities to, you know, make money and you know, sustain.
They were sort of our first.
Oh wait, so is YouTube sponsoring this?
No, but just being on YouTube and you know, ad revenue and stuff like that.
I think YouTube's probably the best, honestly. Like the amount of control you have, at least perceived control. I don't read the whole thing when you sign up because no one else does.
Wait, so do you have a YouTube channel?
We do.
So you put your content up on it, right?
You know, the two popular ways to do it are have your own player or go on YouTube. Right. And our own player, we can, you know, put certain pre-roll ads
monetize
to it. But then you're paying for the player, and if it works, and if it's slow, and it breaks down, and whatnot. So I was just like, dude, let's just do YouTube. And it's funny, a lot of the kids I talk to are like, yeah, I follow your YouTube. Like they don't know about the website or the events or the printed stuff.
Well, nowadays a YouTube page is your website almost.
Yeah. No, I mean, sometimes for some people it's Instagram too. Some people know of 9 Club or Jenkem or whatever as like, or Thrasher, like, oh, that's a cool Instagram account.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're like, well, I do these 18 other things and that's fine. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's a discovery channel pretty much, you know.
Because also some people, we forget, you know, we're in it every day, but people don't follow skateboarding like that. They follow it as their outlet when they're, you know, the side thing. Like they follow baseball, this, that. Yeah. They follow that one skate account because they want to see something crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
So when I follow stuff that's not in skating, I won't know that much about it all the time. Right. And that's okay.
Maybe if you have time, you go investigate or whatever.
But if it's a funny thing and I find out later, oh, it's an advertising agency or they do this or that, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know. Like Fuck Jerry. You know, you guys know Fuck Jerry?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You follow
the first one kind of to like.
Yeah, you follow Fuck Jerry and you're like, oh, this is just a funny meme guy.
But it's like a media company now.
You're like, oh, this is a whole company. But if I went on an interview or talked about it and I said, oh, I follow this funny Instagram account, he'd probably be, I'm not, you know, or he, I don't know, whoever.
Yeah.
I'm not an Instagram account, you know?
Yeah. Big business.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, they're killing it, I think. I haven't folled it recently, but
what's the other dude? Like the fat Jewish? Is that?
Oh yeah.
He's another one like that too.
There's
right?
a bunch of
There's a whole realm for that now, and like Wrecking Ball. Going back to we talked about Wrecking Ball. Like we definitely did the first big piece on him, and there's a lane for that sort of like character media company almost now.
Yeah.
That wasn't around maybe in 5 years ago.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.